Christian here, and I'm back to welcome you for the Primetime Indus River Valley News. We're going to be looking at all of the geography and archaeology and political science of the Indus River Valley. So now we're bringing in Ivan to interview about the Indus River Valley.
So hello.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
I'm good. I'm Michaela. I'm Michael, and I'm an economist for the Indus River Valley Civilization.
Okay, so where must start? Is there evidence of economic interdependence within the society and neighbors?
Yeah, in fact, the Indus economy was based solely on trading. They traded goods not only amongst themselves, but also with the people outside of their area. They traded with Persia, Mesopotamia, and China. It's known that they also traded in the Arabian Gulf region, parts of Afghanistan, the central region of Asia, and northern and western India.
Well, beautiful, beautiful. So what role did trade and commerce have in this civilization?
The Indus River Valley people relied on trade and commerce heavily. It shaped and changed the history of the entire Indus River Valley.
Okay, so what were their major products for trading?
They traded textiles, spices, pots, beads, cotton cloth, gold, silver, metals, flint, seashells, and pearls.
Wow, beautiful, beautiful.
Very beautiful, beautiful.
Beautiful. How did geography affect their trade?
They were located near a riverbank, so transportation was easier and helped trade.
Interesting. So
Very interesting.
yeah, interesting.
Interesting.
Was their economy based on a division of social classes?
They were based on social classes. They were grouped into gods, Brahmins, Kshatriyas, Vaishyas, Sudras, and then the untouchables. People couldn't make any contact with the untouchables.
I think that's why they're called untouchables.
Okay, yeah, well, whatever.
Well, that's all for tonight. Thank you very much.
Hi! Get your ancient Indus River Valley jewelry today. As you can see, we have a large assortment of rings and bracelets. These very nice bracelets are made of only the highest quality materials. Get yours today. Hello, this is Dakota North, signing into you from South Dakota. Here we have Ivanka interviewing Andrea, who will be speaking about the geography of the Indus River Valley.
Okay.
So hello, how are you?
I'm pretty good.
Okay, let's begin this interview. So, people say that geography is the mother of all the history. How does this apply to the development of agriculture in the Indus River Valley?
Well, the Indus River affects the agriculture of the civilization greatly, which also affects its history. So geography is the mother of all history.
What is the Indus River Valley called today?
Most of the Indus River Valley civilization is located in modern-day Pakistan and northwest India.
Were the people exposed to large bodies of water?
Yes, the Indus people were exposed to the Arabian Sea, which is to the west of the Indus River Valley civilization.
Oh.
Were the people in the Indus River Valley graphically isolated from other civilizations?
They were partially isolated. They had a wide variety of where to trade and go because they were next to the Arabian Sea, but the Himalayas to the north became an obstacle for the people.
Last question. What effect did the geographic setting have on the Indus River Valley civilization?
The Indus River Valley is obviously not called the Indus River Valley for nothing. The Indus River offers monsoonal rains during the summer that make the soil around the river fertile and perfect for farming. Since there were a lot of settlements right on the coast next to the Arabian Sea, traders went to many places that other civilizations weren't able to go, and fishing became common. The surrounding mountains and deserts provided a layer of protection from attacking enemies.
Thank you very much for the interview. Very nice to meet you. We'll see you tonight. Have a good day. These are two drawings of coins from the ancient Indus River Valley civilization.
Hello, my name is Andrea. Thank you for that insight on the Indus River Valley. Fun facts. Did you know that the Indus people believed in mythical creatures and even had them in their art and statues?
I didn't know that.
On to our next interview.
Hello, Christian. I'm Matt Bell. I'm going to be interviewing you today. All right. Now, how was your civilization governed?
It was governed based on religion, so it was a theocracy, and the main people in power were the priests.
Okay. What is the basis for this power?
Probably the religion, which was mostly Hinduism or Buddhism sometimes, but they kind of intertwined.
All right. What kind of support does the leader have?
The leader has support from, because they're like a religious person, they have support because the people look to the religious leaders for advice when it comes to religion.
What caused their rise and fall?
They mostly rose when people came into the Indus River Valley, but once the Aryans came in from the north, even though that they had the Indus River Valley had good natural barriers like the Himalaya Mountains and the Hindu Kush Mountains, the Aryans still came in, and after they came in, the Indus River Valley started to dissipate.
Why did the Indus River Valley fall so easily?
Probably because they were peaceful. Mostly there wasn't many records of like wars or anything, and they were just peaceful and kept to themselves most of the time.
So these people didn't conquer others?
No, they mostly kept to themselves.
Could they have stayed in power if their geography were different?
I think they had good. The reason they stayed in power for a while was because of their good geography. Because if you look at the map, they're surrounded by different mountain ranges and deserts. So, but I think that it was a matter of time before they would get taken over.
All right, thank you.
So by now you're planning from the Indus River Valley. Right now it's a little dry, but it's to beautify your home. It's actually a hot mess.
Bada bing, bada boom.
Yeah, buy it now for only $99,999.9991 now. If you buy it now, you get a 10% discount. Buy it now.
Go. Hello, chums. I'm Dr. Matt Bell. I've recently been working on the Mohenjo-Daro site. I'm an archaeologist. Did you know that that site is one of the biggest burial sites in the world? Now on to the next interview.
This is a geographic map of the Indus Valley civilization. Hello, I'm just stepping in for this job. It's not mine, but okay. Is the art in the Indus River Valley decorative, utilitarian, or religious?
It was more decorative because back then it was mainly mainly Buddhism, I guess. So they didn't really worship anybody in their religion. So they didn't have any religious sculptures, and most of them were just strictly decorative, like mini sculptures, jewelry.
Is there a building style that is typical?
Yeah, normally in the Indus River Valley there were these buildings called citadels, and they were located in the center of the city. Now, corresponding to the structure of the city, they were very, very geometrical. It was all really symmetrical. The citadel will be in the center, which will be kind of like a really great. It was separated from the houses because it was like a really big plaza where they will go worship, and like it was mainly the core of the city. And then the houses will be very well structured, organized. They will follow a pattern of.
What innovations were made?
Okay, so something that differentiates the Indus River Valley from other civilizations is that they were very clean actually. They had plumbing systems and sewing systems. So really, this demonstrated that in the Indus River Valley, for some reason, they just cared to have more hygiene. I don't know, they just didn't like having that waste.
Okay, what role did the arts play?
Mainly the main role was just for like making yourself look artsy, I guess. Like sort of like the jewelry they wore, they had a lot of it. A lot of them were made from soapstone beads, so like they would have like soapstone necklaces, which I'm guessing would sort of be like look like pearls. There was actually evidence of very artsy ceramic pieces, such as shell works and everything, where like you mold like shells together and everything.
I think they were very stylish, yeah.
Yeah, very stylish.
They were very stylish.
Very stylish.
Would you like your own Indus River Valley mythical creature? I bet you do. This is a Pegasus from the ancient Indus Valley civilization. You can play with it. You can throw it. You can do just about anything with it. Buy it now at your local drugstore for $1,347.99. If you buy 10 of them, you'll get a 0.1% discount. Hurry! This is a limited time offer.
Get it now!
What were their main forms of art and architecture?
Their, as I was telling, their main forms were very. They were buildings that they were probably religious. We don't know by a fact. We don't know if they were religious or not. But they didn't have quite what we call temples. They were just more like buildings, functional buildings that will be more recognized as being geometrical and symmetrical. They were also really, really big, and they were really decorated.
And then one of the main forms of art in the Indus River Valley were terracotta or red clay sculptures, in which they would make little animal figurines, and sometimes they would make hybrid animals, sort of like a minotaur or like a pegasus.
What can we learn about them from their arts?
From their arts, you can really learn that they were pretty advanced. A lot of their pillars on like their building were topped with decorative sculptures, such like sort of like modern day gargoyles. Does that make sense? Like they wanted to look advanced, they wanted to look professional, but yet they wanted to show creative sides.
Okay, thank you. Now we're gonna be going back to the panel place.
So thank you very much, Andrea, for that interview. So right now we're gonna pass on to our next interview. Thank you.
Hello, I'm Christian and I'm interviewing the archaeologist today, Matt Bell.
Hello, chums. I'm the archaeologist Matt Bell.
So talk to me about the burial practices.
The ancient Indians believed that you had to be buried in a very specific way, kind of like the ancient Egyptians. You had to bury them so that their heads pointed north, first of all, very important. When you put them in the ground, their bodies couldn't absolutely touch the ground. You had to wrap them up in linen or put them in a wooden box, something like that. You couldn't just bury them outright. And when you buried them, you had to leave them with food or water or snacks or toys or whatever. Just something to take with them to the afterlife, I guess.
What does that reveal about the societal social organization?
Reveals that they probably believed in a life after death, and that they might have roots stemming back to Egypt because of those specific ways that they buried people.
So what kind of religion did they have?
Most texts that we can infer believe that they believed in the Hindu religion and maybe some Buddhist religions too.
So polytheistic or monotheistic?
They would be definitely polytheistic. The Hindus believed in thousands of gods.
Did they have a theocracy?
Yes, the priests were very high on the board. They were almost up there with the kings, only they did things out of religion. The kings did more things for just money and taxes.
What form of communications did they have?
Not really anything advanced. They had horses, messages, just not anything like ravens or anything. They just rode horses to wherever they needed to go and delivered letters.
Didn't they have like a language?
Yes, they did have a language, but it's very hard. It was very hard to read. We actually haven't translated it. It's called Dravidian. We haven't been able to translate it. It's even worse than Sanskrit.
So what is pictographic? Or was
Pictographic.
it pictographic?
It is pictographic. It's a language that tells things in pictures and symbols, like hieroglyphics, except part of the translator.
Did others use their writing?
No, not so far. They're the ones who have used it.
All right, thank you for your information.
You're welcome.
So as we can see, this is a stupa. It's one of the temples in the Indus River Valley. We don't know exactly if it was for religious purposes or not, but it was certainly very symmetric. It was certainly very well decorated, and yeah.
Hi, I'm Michaela. Welcome back to Primetime News. I'm one of the news reporters. Did you know that Indus River Valley civilization was the largest of the 4 great ancient civilizations and probably the oldest? On to our next reporter.
Hello, Christian. How are you?
I'm doing good.
Very well. What types of laws, court system, or justice system, pardon me,
The flaws in the justice system?
what types of laws, court
laws.
system, or
Um,
justice system?
They had the laws of the Hindu religion, which was like that they had to follow karma and they had to have good do things to raise their karma up so they would be good in the afterlife. They would have a good afterlife.
So the religion was Hinduism.
Yep.
Okay. So, what type of government did they have?
The government was mostly based on the religion of Hinduism, and they had priests that had the most power out of everyone, especially in the caste system.
Interesting. So, when did they emerge as a civilization?
At around 4,000 to 300 or 4,000 to 3,000 BC, they emerged as a civilization.
Well, thank you very much, Christian. This is all for all tonight, ladies and gentlemen. Now we're gonna get back to our headquarters.
Oh.
Thank you for joining in our newscast, and we hope you have a good night.
This is Dakota North signing into from South Dakota.
Hello, I'm Ivan, and I come from Mexico. Oops. No, I cut that. That's gonna be so wrong in the video.
Okay.
I'm fine for that. Okay.
Are you recording? Okay. Go.
So, people say that geography and the mother
It's
is the mother of all history. How does this apply to the development of agriculture in the river valley?
We got out so many.
When did they emerge as a civilization?
We'll cut that out.
When were they at their peak?
We'll cut that out.
Alright. When did they fall?
Cut that out.
What types of laws, court system, and justice system did they have?
We'll cut that out.
Got it.
We can cut it out. We can cut it out. Just go.
You just began, man.
Hello, this is Dakota North coming in.
You good, fam?
Vaishyas. I probably should have looked this up. Kashiritas?
Kshatriya.
I'm Michael.
That's British.
No, it's not. Hello, mates. I'm Michael.
That's
And
British.
What's your accent called?
Michaela. Hello.
That's a new.
That's
I'm
British.
Micah, and you're watching. I don't know.
Wait,
That's
what?
Turkey.
And you're watching Primetime News.
Oh, no. This is a new technique for news.
Yeah,
We're improvising.
by a lot, because, you know, our other two are
No, we should
sick
start it out like
today.
this.
Hello!
Imagine if she actually just got something like, hello, in the front of the camera.
You mean like Michaela?
1, 2, 3, action. Okay.
Okay, go.
Are you ready?
Just go.
It's
Freaking go already! 2, 3.
That's coming up.
So, hello. Welcome to the English River Valley. So, what I'm promoting here is a pipe. Wait. They didn't.
Any pictures of you?
Oh, no. No,
Oh, yeah.
no, no,
Oh, yeah.
no.
And some watch bracelets.
On to our next interview.
Thank you for joining in our news.
Hello, chums. I'm Dr. Matt Bell. I've recently been working on the Mohenjo-Daro site. I'm an archaeologist.
Forget that, stop it. And I'm checking your phone to see if your phone is clean.
176 yards. So they got that on the line as well.
Smile.